Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. We are just starting this up right now. I'm just trying to get some settings done real quick, and then we're going to get into this flight. I'm going to kind of show you a few things that, let's see, sorry, I'm trying to set up a few things here. Alright, my apologies, I'm just trying to move some stuff around so I can kind of see everything that's going on. Okay. Alright, so I have been I've been getting on this avcodes.co.uk. I'm looking for our American ICAO code so that we can put that in and get this all set up. It's kind of rainy out here today, out here in the west. So we're going to be doing a flight out of Salt Lake City. I'm going to be going to an airport I passed yesterday, and I was watching a A320 with American. It was American Airlines I saw take off, so I'm using United because there was United there. But it was kind of interesting because I saw the American flight take it off, and it was pretty incredible because the airport that we're going to, and I'll share that here in a second, is in Canyon, and we're going to be doing it a little bit interesting here because it is a shorter flight from Salt Lake out there, and the flight is going to take us, I'm hoping, into a real interesting approach. I believe there's only one way to get into this airport, one type of approach. So we will see here in a second once I get everything inputted into our sim brief here. And that's what I've got up now. That's one nice thing that 2024 has given me the opportunity to do is I can do my flight plans right here in front of you. So you guys can see exactly what I'm doing when I'm creating these flight plans. So I am just trying to find the code right now for United. There's so many codes I've got to go through. I've got like Spirit, I've got all these other ones that are in here, and they're just a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to go through. There's a lot of military stuff in here. Let's get down, almost there. Alright, now we're in use, so there it is, United. Okay, so we're on United, so we're going to come up here. We are going to do UAL. Alright, our flight number for today's flight, we'll do 1387. 1387 works. So that'll be on our initial flight. We most likely will change our flight. Change our flight plan to come back. So our departure is going to be KSLC. And then we're going to do a lookup here. And if I remember right, it's K. I have it saved. Hold on. Okay, there it is. KG. So it is a regional. So this is Eagle County Regional Airport in Colorado that we're going to be flying to. So we're going to leave all this other stuff to auto. We're going to go down and find our aircraft type. Got a lot of different stuff there. Here's our Airbus. And this is the A320 200N. Okay, so that would give us that. And I don't remember any exits, so I'm going to leave that alone. Okay. That stuff is good. Alright, we're in pounds, IFR rules. I need to go into flight conditions because I do need to make sure that we're into all of our different stuff. Let's hurry and update this so we have the correct time. And I'm going to mute my phone. Okay, so I think everything is good there. So we'll generate this. That's going to give us our flight plan. Sorry, I'm also opening up my Navigraph on my tablet here. It's not giving me what I wanted. Let's see what. Sorry, guys. I'll get to this in just a second. Okay. Alright, so okay. I think we've got everything put in here. So we're going to get out of that. This is where we're going here. Flight conditions, we're going to go in here, make sure that weather and time is live right now. Air traffic, it's going to be off because we're going to be bringing in other stuff. We'll put there, off. skip over here. Delete that. Settings here. Take that off then. Turn that on. Leave that on too. Sorry guys, I'm looking for something here. Subtitles. Sorry, I'm trying to try and pull everything off so that when we load in, we're going to be good on everything for parking gates. I don't want other planes in there. I want to be able to load up stuff. So okay, I think we're going to be okay. We'll load in. I'm going to get my Beyond ATC started. Hear that start up. I've got my charts loaded in. There's our Beyond ATC. Just make sure if it's updated or not. Doesn't look like it is. We still got our other aircraft here. What the heck? Oh man, that's frustrating.
Beyond ATC connected.
I'll have to figure that out. Figure out how to turn off those other aircrafts. Okay, so we're gonna start outside. Salt Lake's gonna be kind of loading up. This is one thing I love about this game is that you're outside. I just wish we could have this ground traffic. I don't want the ground traffic. So maybe something in settings here. No, okay. Well, that's not gonna help us. Oh, we'll get out of that. Oh, where are you? Okay, so we got Spirit in here. We're just gonna have to deal with it for now. You can see we're getting loaded in. I don't understand what this stuff is. Okay, airplane here. But let's get to work here. We're gonna go up GSX. To operate the jetway, you gotta get the jetway hooked up. Go with this one. Alright, Alright, so we're going to get the jetway locked in so that it's kind of like we're here. I think the plane's already set up for everything when it comes to fuel, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. So we're going to start our inspection, walk around, checking our stuff here. I don't know what these little lights are back there. I don't know why it's doing that. But let's go ahead and do our walk around. So we'll do our walk around inspection out here. I don't know why the jetway is not pushing in. Okay, so not. Okay, whatever. Do that in a second. When we get inside, we'll go ahead and take the covers off. We'll start out with covers. Alright, so we're going to get up in here. We'll start our boarding process.
Boarding requested.
See what this does. See if this brings a gate or a stairway or what is it going to do. I have no clue. Okay, Sinker's okay, so that's fine. Alright, we need to get this plane up and operational. Here's our co-pilot here. So let's get this plane fired up. So the battery voltage is on. Fuel, that's plenty. We don't need any more than that. Alright, so everything's up and operational. Coming to life. Switch that back over.
B1 aboard crew.
Sweet. So we'll hit both.
Pilot's boarding starting.
And luckily, everything is all set up. Awesome. Alright, so we're just kind of going through here. Here's our flight plan here. As you can see, it's going to be the same one that I've got over here to the side. Here's all our doors,
Crew boarding
jetway,
starting.
all that stuff. So, okay, we're going to get this plane ready to go here. We got to get onto our other stuff. That right now. A lot of different things it's trying to help us do. Alright, there's the page I need to go to. Okay, so let's get it.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, get going on this. There's all our stuff there. Zero. That in for us when the flaps want to take off. It is raining.
Welcome on board.
departure. Right now we're planning on leaving 24 left.
May I see your boarding pass?
Rugged 3 departure.
May I see your boarding pass? Hello.
Rugged 3.
Good afternoon. Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please.
So get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of this.
Hello.
There it goes. Alright, so we're going through that. That's our flight plan. Going up.
This way, please. This way. Hello.
This is
Good afternoon.
long. Clear that out. Oh, I take that back.
This way.
Cancel. Let's switch to arrival. Not used to this, sorry. 5, ILS 25.
Hello.
Avon 1. Boarding is complete already. Okay, so they're pretty much ready to go. We're not ready to go. Kind of looking at our stuff here. That there, that's our flight plan in. It's not disconnected by anything. So good there. We need to get in. Sorry. Stop here. Alright, so we've got pretty much most of our stuff done. Let me get this stuck in V1 speeds. Conditions. Okay, so 142 is our V1. 147 is our VR. And 148 is V2. So that's all up. Flaps 1. All this stuff put in. Airborne. And get everything going. Okay. Alright, so all that stuff is in. Check. Flight plan here. Alright, so I'm just checking this. On the graph, I want to make sure everything looks good there. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a disconnect there as we fly out. We'll fly to that connection point, and then as soon as we hit it, it should take it and start the climb. And then we should be able to go out and around. So we're just going to take a look. Climb out. Should not be huge. Zoom out on this so I have a look at it. This is why I do this, so looking at where this is going to take us. So there's a few here that whatever, we'll see what we get to. We're airborne. Okay, so that part's all done. We're gonna get our APU fired up. Everybody's in, so just a little behind on the flight deck. It's on. All this on real quick. Just go do our walk around outside. I'll check, make sure all the lights are working. Alright, so we're outside the plane, we're looking at everything. So good out here. Lights are showing, engines are looking good. So we're just doing a quick walk around. Pull our chocks off. A little bit of glare out here. Just walking around gun quick. There's the pressure's looking. good. There, our lights are down, looking good. Engine looked good. Causing all that. Strobes are looking good. Back here at the end. It's looking good. Rubber's looking good. Rear lights are looking good. Looks good. The engine looks good. Wings look good. The lights are looking good. Strobes are looking good. Okay, I think we are ready to go here. Alright, jump back in. Alright, get back up on the flight deck. Let's go ahead and get that APU fired up. Go ahead and turn all that stuff back off. So we're not passing yet. We're going to keep our beacon light on. But our wing lights, all that stuff's going to go off. Okay, all this is looking good. On. Yep, full flight. Okay. Okay, so go ahead. I'm going to transition over to clearance. Get clearance here. Eagle County. Get that on. Salt Lake clearance. United 1387. Request IFR clearance to Eagle County Regional.
United 1387, Salt Lake City clearance, cleared to Eagle County. Radar vectors Kira, then as filed. Maintain 8,000 feet. Expect flight level 390, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 2455.
Cleared to Eagle County. Radar vectors Kira, then as filed. Maintain 8,000 feet. Expect flight level 390,
Co-pilot's taking it.
10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 2455. United 1387.
United 1387, read back correct. Contact ground 123.775 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Contact ground 123.775 when ready for push and engine start. United 1387. Okay, so we are all set up there. We're 2455 on squawk. That's now set up. Everything's good up here. This is going to be armed. Just double check and make sure everything's working okay. Before we start engines, I want to make sure this is all going to be working good. First thrust, we're going to figure that out. You know, why I'm not getting reverse thruster on this. Let's see what we got here. So we do that. Okay, so it is there. Let's fix that real quick. So I'm getting reverse thruster. Up here. Nope, it's not right there. Sorry, guys. Trying to do a few little things. MP in our throttle quadrants. I'm not worried about autopilots. Landing gears, not something I'm worried about.
SkyWest 3905. Contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Over to Tower 132.65 Sky with 3905.
Back. Power management. Oh, not what I want either. I don't want to mess any of this up right now, guys. So I am trying to figure out. There's one thing I wanted to do real quick. Is see what this is supposed to be. I want that deleted. I want to
ExecJet 936. Ramp SE251 taxi via Alpha 6 Foxtrot, Hotel, Hotel 10. Hold short runway tree 4 right.
Ramp C25, 1 via Alpha 6 Foxtrot, Hotel, Hotel, 10. Hold short runway tree 4 right, ExecJet 936. Sky with 30, 828, 8 Alpha 26 request pushback.
SkyWest 3828. Salt Lake City ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Sky with 3828.
Okay. Come on, pull stuff up here.
Delta 739. Gate Alpha 28 taxi via Alpha 7 Alpha Foxtrot Hotel Yankee 1 East.
Gate Alpha 28 via Alpha 7 Alpha Foxtrot Hotel Yankee 1 East Delta 739.
Need to put
Sky was 3828. Request taxi to be active.
SkyWest 3828. Runway tree 4 right taxi via 1 East. Yankee Hotel Hotel 1 Mike.
Runway tree 4 right taxi via 1 East Yankee Hotel Hotel 1 Mike. Sky was 3828.
look, see, I was at 064 on that one. We're testing this, guys, so I want these identical. And then 0.1.
ExecJet 936, cross runway tree 4 right at Hotel 10. Continue taxi via Hotel 10 Sierra, Kilo 9er, Kilo 25.
Cross runway tree 4 right at Hotel 10. Continue taxi via Hotel 10 Sierra, Kilo 9er, Kilo 25 ExecJet 936.
Okay, and then 04 on this one. 025 on that one. Okay, so we're gonna try. I'm gonna go see if that worked on it. Oh, I'm still not getting it. What the heck? So we're getting throttle, we're just not getting any kind of reverse. Definitely know there is a fix for this. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Pull out the wonderful whiz of YouTube and see if
SkyWest 3828, contact Salt Lake City Tower 119.05, take care.
Contact Tower 119.05 Sky with 3828.
Okay guys, it's going to be quiet for a second. I'm going to mute myself because I want to see, I've got to listen to something to figure out what is going on with the throttle quadrant that I have and figure out why it's not giving me a reverse thrust here. So I'm going to fix this. You can watch it as I fix it, but I'm going to mute my side until I can get it fixed so that the other people that I watch, I'll highlight them here as soon as I get this done. But
All aircraft be advised, information Bravo now current, altimeter 29er9er8. Delta 877, Gate Alpha 41 taxi via Alpha 7 Alpha, Foxtrot, Hotel, Hotel 6 Yankee, 2 East.
Gate Alpha 41 via Alpha 7 Alpha, Foxtrot, Hotel, Hotel 6 Yankee, 2 East, Delta 877.
SkyWest 135, Ramp Charlie 1 taxi via Alpha 7 Alpha, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 4 Charlie, Tree West.
Ramp Charlie 1 by Alpha 7 Alpha Foxtrot, Foxtrot 4 Charlie, 3 West, SkyWest 135. United 1992, Gate Bravo 16 request pushback.
United 1992, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, United 1992. United 1992, taxi for departure.
United 1992, runway tree 4 left taxi via 2 west, Alpha, Alpha 2.
Runway tree 4 left taxi via 2 west, Alpha, Alpha 2, United 1992. SkyWest 3728, Gate Alpha 1 request pushback and engine start.
SkyWest 3728, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, SkyWest 3728. SkyWest 3728, request taxi to be active.
SkyWest 3728, runway tree 4 left taxi via 2 west, Alpha 5 Alpha, Alpha 2.
Runway 34 left taxi via 2 west, Alpha 5 Alpha, Alpha 2 Sky, was 3728.
United 1992, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Over to Tower 132.65, United 1992.
SkyWest 3728, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Over to Tower 132.65, SkyWest 3728. United 1346, 8 Bravo 12, request pushback and engine start.
United 1346, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, United 1346. United 1346, taxi for departure.
United 1346, runway tree 4 left taxi via 2 west, Alpha, Alpha 2.
Runway 34 left taxi via 2 west, Alpha, Alpha 2, United 1346.
Delta 1668, Gate Alpha 42 taxi via Alpha 7 Alpha, Foxtrot, Hotel, 1 East.
Gate Alpha 42 via Alpha 7 Alpha, Foxtrot, Hotel, 1 East, Delta 1668.
United 1346, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Contact Tower 132.65, United 1346.
Alright guys, I'm back. So we're going to end this flight real quick. I am going to come back in and restart it. But I do need to back all the way out of the game for a second. You can kind of watch this. I'll kind of explain it a little bit. But we're going to have to go, I had to go figure out what's going on with the calibrations for stuff. Because it's like a completely lost calibration in... Let's see if I can actually remember what it was under. If I can spell here. What's under this? There it is. Okay, why is that? Okay, that's why. Okay, so engine. Okay, so why did it do? So I'm just gonna check, make sure everything's updated. Then and figure this out. So I think I figured out the airplane, figured out what's going on there. So okay, so that's calibrated. All right, we're gonna jump back in. Maybe it's just a, I don't know, finicky part of the game. We'll find out. Let's go ahead. We'll jump back in here. I'd really like to get this flight going. So I'm sorry, it's kind of taking a little bit of time on everything to get everything set up. So I apologize for all that. So we're just, sometimes these things take a little bit to get everything going. So they can be challenging. This game is definitely challenging. So takes forever to load up. But yeah, so I had to go back in and look at everything. But it showed everything was good, like on the settings. The guy that I set that up. I'm going to give you guys an idea who he was. EasyJet Sim Pilot is the guy that I've used for a lot of my issues on this. His content's really good if you're having issues with this game. Again, it just has issues sometimes. So, okay. Alright, so we're going to get into our free flight. Okay, everything's set for live. We still got the same aircraft. Show you kind of what's going on up here in, as you can see, all this cloud cover. So, alright, we're going to go zoom into Salt Lake. See all that freaking wonderful cloud cover. Go back to our departure gate. Let's make sure we are set up in here. Let's go. Flights up there. Alright, so we'll go back in. So I have everything. We'll just redo everything. FUAL. Those 13.7. Okay, SLC. 2KDJDB. Make sure our time is on point. It is. We are in the Airbus A320-200N. Bring that up. Okay, and we can generate that. Okay, so that'll generate that up. Okay, there's all of our stuff. It should be all the same. Okay, 39,000 feet. Okay. Alright, back out of that. We can start our flight now. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into the aircraft and we get a few things started on it so we can test things and make sure this throttle quadrant just maybe messed up or something. Okay, so let's go up into the cabin. We'll get our ground power on, our batteries on. Okay. Still having an issue. That should be right there, but right there. Okay, so we'll just back out. And in flight, we're going to change the aircraft and just see if it's an aircraft thing or if I'm having this issue all the way across. If we're having the issue all the way across, then we'll have to figure that one out. Hope that's not the issue. Let's go ahead. Let's go see what's going on with the A321. See if we can figure that one out. See if we can get a United one on this. We'll just take this one out. Again, I apologize. This is taking way too long. Okay, we do have a United, so we'll go back and do our flight plan. We're going to edit flight, change the aircraft type to A321. It's going to be A321 200 Neo. Alright, we'll generate that one. Oh, that generates. I'm actually going to look. We did the LR, but let me see if there's another. There it is. Okay, let's see what we got. So I don't want to do the LR. Looks like that's all we have for our option if we want to do United. So just go back to that one. We'll do the LR. That'll be fine. Do it out of 22. And let's get into this. Let's go see if we have the same issues. Really hope not, but we'll find out. Alright. It's accurate. It is raining down here. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I'm not getting any. Why? Okay, that's gotta be something in the game that I've messed up. Okay, let's go into settings. What is? So they're both on the same. Okay, so why is that one down? Hmm. That's interesting. I wonder why it is doing that. Because there is that obvious change now. Well, now they're not. They're just barely off. Okay, so let's go see now what's going on. You're still having a huge lag. It's like this one's got a dead zone, and it's huge. Like, there's such a dead zone in the game. Which I don't understand why Engine 1 would have such a dead zone. Alright, let's see what that does. Interesting here. Okay, let's go. Alright, the game is reading that at a totally different aspect, so... Okay, there might be a calibration issue that I need to do real quick. I need to get out the game. I'm going to have to stop the stream and then restart one here in a little bit. So, sorry guys that this stream's kind of been garbage, and I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to get it fixed and get back to it. So, I will restart this here in a little bit. What the freaking hell?
Here's how to calibrate your Thrustmaster Airbus Edition throttle quadrant. First thing you'll need is a hex tool so that you can align the two throttles together. This makes calibrating them much more accurate and easier to do. Follow the instructions by unplugging the USB. Put the two throttles in reverse thrust to start off. And if you have speed brakes and flaps on your model, make sure that the speed brakes are on full and the flaps are fully extended. Press the button as shown and plug in the USB. Then you'll start by putting the throttle in its maximum position along with the speed brake lever and the flaps lever as well. Follow what you see here, and with each detent, make sure you press the two red buttons to set the settings for the throttles, speed brake, and flaps. As you complete this process, make sure you do not go back to reverse thrust. Press the two buttons as shown, then remove the USB, remove the hex tool, and your hardware will be fully calibrated. In Windows, open up the game controls, and you will see that the speed brakes, flaps, as well as the two throttles will be working properly. Now let's check to see if this will work properly in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. If you did this properly, you will notice that the flaps, speed brakes, and throttles move, but you may have to reverse the axes on some of them to make sure that they match what you see on screen. Your throttle, speed brakes, and flaps are properly configured so you can fly towards the south. Here's how to calibrate your Thrustmaster Airbus Edition throttle quadrant. First thing you'll need is a hex tool so that you can align the two throttles together. This makes calibrating them much more accurate and easier to do. Follow the instructions by unplugging the USB. Put the two throttles in reverse thrust to start off, and if you have